Hello, everyone. Hello. It looks like I am live. So today is Tuesday, and I'm doing Tuesday Healing Chats. My name is Tammy Morrison. For those of you that don't know me, that are just scrolling through, I am a spiritual teacher, mentor, and intuitive channel, psychic medium. I'm an author. I'm also three-time published author. I'm a creator and I make amazing Reiki infused jewelry just like this. So, anyway, that's just a little bit about me. So, I wanted to talk a little bit today about mindfulness. And so, many times people make mindfulness to be so big and so huge and really unachievable the way people talk about it. I mean, the way I heard it spoken about before made me think that it was nothing that I could achieve or attain. So, to be honest with you, I didn't even try at that time. But mindfulness is really being in a space of um, being in the present and being in the now. And so, let me see. I'm going to show you what Google says for mindfulness. Hey, Angie, thank you for joining. So, mindfulness is a way of being. Typically, we achieve mindfulness a lot of times through meditation, through getting silent. And the definition that the Mayo Clinic has for mindfulness is it's a type of meditation in which you focus on being intensely aware of what you're sensing and feeling in the moment without interpretation or judgment. So just really being in a space of, tuning into your body, tuning into your breath. And we're going to do that in just a couple of minutes. Tune into our breath. And one thing about mindfulness is that it means different things to different people. And I mean, my mindfulness might not be yours, although we're still talking about the same thing. It's a space of being intensely aware of what you're sensing and feeling at the moment. So, really, what it is tapping into you, tapping into your gifts. Because when you begin to tap into your gifts and you begin to understand that if you are clairsentient and you feel like if something happens and all of a sudden you get goosebumps, that is associated with clairsentience. And so you'll have that. And then also, if you just know things, if you have been a person that all your life, or may not even have been all your life, but you know that you know things. So things happen, stuff just pops into your head and you know stuff, but you don't really know how you know it. And so it can also be a clairaudience, which is my strongest clair, where you hear spirit speaking to you. And it can be in your voice. It could not be in your voice. It could be in an audible voice, or it can be in a voice inside your head. It really depends on the person, different things for different people at different times. Because for me, I typically have heard spirit all my life. So I don't really know any difference. And it's really a little bit challenging for me to describe it because it's like second nature to me. It's like something that I have always done. It's like automatic writing. So for me, I have been channel writing all my life. I pretty much always channel write, and I did not realize that until just recently, probably within the last year or so. I was like, I took a little course, a little challenge, I think it was, and they talked about that, and I was like, and I think it was about 3 days. By the second day, I was like, I don't really need to be here because I already do this. This comes natural to me. This is what I do. Even Angie and I talking about writing books. Even with that, books and articles and all that stuff, I have to get in the space where I can do it because it channels through me, so it flows. The words and the situations, they flow through me, and I just type them out, or write them, or whatever, however I'm capturing it. But yeah, so what I intend to do in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to start doing some workshop series one on mindfulness, chakra alignment and balance, and how to tell how they're out of alignment, how you feel when they're out of alignment, what that means for you, what type of conditions and things that you can be subjected to if your chakras are out of balance, what to look for, all of those things. I'll be doing a workshop on the spiritual gifts because that is my jam. I love helping people to explore and cultivate those gifts. And so I'm doing a workshop on that. And I think one more, but I don't really know what the name of it is right now. Don't worry about it. It'll be the last one. By the time it comes out, you'll know. But I'm setting it up on Eventbrite so that, people can get a chance to come from all over the world. Um, but that is something that I'm doing. And also in our group, let me see if I can send it to the group. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Because I'm on the phone on Facebook. So anyway, just as we move forward, I want to be able to come and provide that, as well as, the power hour, which I'll be doing tomorrow. I'm going to start playing with different times to do it, because sometimes that time that we chose is not good for me. Always, because I have other things that I'm doing as well. So I'm going to start playing around with the time and just, doing a little bit. Maybe it might be a little earlier tomorrow, or, and I'll put a post up and let everybody know in the group, when we're going to be doing that, because that's something that I really enjoy. And I know that it's something that's needful for people, because I love to come in on the power hour and just talk about, like tomorrow, I plan to talk about forgiveness. Now that's my plan. Spirit may have something else different, but that's what came to me to talk about, is forgiveness, because a lot of people don't really know what that entails. And then, the other part about that is people will forgive other people super easy, but they won't forgive themselves. And so that is a part of forgiveness. Forgive yourself for whatever it is you felt like you did, or forgive yourself for allowing, the person to treat you that way. Or, there's all kinds of different reasons, all kinds of different ways. Um, Forgive yourself for, not doing as much as you thought you should do, or for doing too much, or, releasing your boundaries and not having boundaries, with people. So there are so many different things that we could talk about in forgiveness. And so that is what I plan to talk about tomorrow in the power hour. So also make sure that I have also enabled the stars. So if you want to give me some stars, I will gladly accept. But I'm also putting together my Patreon for subscription base. And I have subscriptions on there from $5 to $100 a month, whatever it is that you would like to do. And so I'm actually setting that up this week, getting that out there so that people can um, be able to get some of that content that's going to be in there, won't be anywhere else. And I think it gives you different percentages off of my services. So if you want to, get a reading or whatever, I think $5 gives you like 5% or something, and then it goes up from there. So that's an option also for you to be able to work with me on a lighter level, or that type of thing, because you will get, content that is for you, meditations, healing, light codes, activations, light language activations. All of that will be in the Patreon, because that's one of the things that I'm working on creating for us. And then y'all know I have my amazing spiritual bath soaks. So if you are looking for spiritual bath soap, you want to jump up and grab that stuff, because it is so good. I had Matter of fact, I got to get the testimonial from the girl, because I had such an amazing testimonial from the girl. She said, "Oh my God," she said, "it felt like heaven, and I stayed in the bath for like 3 hours." And I was like, "Yeah, I know about that, because that's how I do." But anyway, so mindfulness. So when you are at a space of being mindful, how does that feel to you? How does that feel? Because to me, what it feels like is I feel this peace that washes over me when I can be at a place of mindfulness. It's like this peace that just comes over me, and I don't even know, you know, from where it came. I just know that it's this peace that has washed over me, and I feel it so intensely when I have the opportunity to experience mindfulness. And I've been doing a lot of it, actually. I've been doing a lot of meditation, a lot of meditation. Um, and y'all make sure y'all, if you're on Facebook, you check out my website. It is linked to the video. But a lot of meditation. A lot of meditation. Um, really diving deep into, going into myself and pulling out all the magic that is within me, because that really is what you do when you dive into mindfulness, because mindfulness connects you with your spirit team. It connects you with God, with source, with the universe, with your archangels, your angels, your guides, your ascended masters, your ancestors. All of those things are connected when you experience mindfulness, and there are so many different ways that you can do this. I love to do it in the bath because, for one thing, I'm there by myself. It's peaceful. Nobody bothers me, and it's just amazing to do it there. And so I like to do that. So if that's something that you like, I think, we can talk about it. But also there are other times you can do it. You can go outside, because that's the other piece. I like to go outside in the rain. No, I like to go outside and and just especially when it's a little bit breezy, feel the breeze. My favorite place to do it is at the beach. That is one of my favorite places in the world. I can go to the beach and take my book and my notebook and just get into quiet meditation when it's quiet, of course not when everybody's running around, but usually I can find a quiet space to do that. And then I just get into meditation, and then I just breathe. I just breathe, and then I set intentions to connect. Well, I do that first. I set intentions to connect to my spirit team for any guidance that I require. Sometimes I ask a question. Sometimes I ask a question and I say, this is what I am. Uh, thank you, Angie. This is what I'm asking. This is what I need to know. And so, okay. And so, then I get answers like that. And then I have I don't have my notebook right here, but I was going to say, I usually have my notebook when I go, so I can sit down and just write stuff that, I receive, or sometimes I take that time to journal, sit down with my journal and just journal things out. And that works out really, really good. Sometimes it works out really, really good. I get so many answers and so much information and guidance that way. So, a part of being mindful is taking time to connect to yourself. Because we all want to connect to spirit guidance, to our spirit team, to our archangels. Bath soaks, probably not, Angie, because that shipping is horrendous to go to where you are. So I'm not sure how that can work, but we can talk about it. Because in the States, it could be a little pricey, but here, to go other places. The last time I shipped something to Spain. It was $14.50 for the shipping, and that was a couple of years ago. So I don't know what it is now, because I just don't do it because it's so much, But if you want to do it, we can talk about it. You can give me your information where you live, and I can let them price it at the post office and let you know how much the shipping is, because that's how that can go. Because that shipping, ooh, Jesus, that is ridiculous. But anyway, off the subject, talking about mindfulness, pulling it back in, because I am not going to be before you long. Yeah, what part? So, did you tell me Manchester or Birmingham? Can't remember. But yeah, so typically when you are at a point in your life where you know that you need to develop mindfulness, because so many times when we're younger and we're busy and we're trying to grind and all this stuff, we get out of the spaces of mindfulness a lot of times, many times. I'm speaking for myself. I got out of the space of mindfulness. I used to meditate as a child because that's what my grandmother put into us. And I used to meditate and pray. And I still meditate and pray. But I did get to a place probably in my 20s where I was working so hard and I had children. Yes, ma'am. I had children that I was raising, and I didn't make a lot of time for it. I didn't. But looking back, now I know that that would have been an amazing thing to do. I was going to say, I know I got some water. That would have been an amazing thing to do, is to experience mindfulness. And I would have loved to have taught my children that too, but they actually did learn it because my children are amazing and woo-woo just like their mama. And so, but that was something I would have loved to have taught them, but I had to know first, You can't teach something you don't know. I mean, yeah, people do that all the time, but that's not ever anything that to me that's ethical. If you don't know it, I don't know how you could teach it. So, but anyway, I didn't know. I just didn't know. I knew how to pray because I always was that. And I've been a prayer warrior since, way back. It's a little tiny thing. But I didn't know how to get mindful. I didn't know how to get, connect. And I didn't know how to, you know, stay in my body. Okay. Because I have to say that. Because many times for me, I have always left my body, like many, many times. I'm grateful that I'm still alive because of how many times I used to leave my body. And it was something that I had to understand. And it's not for, you know, I'm trying to think of how to say this. It's not for the faint at heart. It's one of those things that, when you start understanding it, it's not like roses and unicorns. Shit happens and things fall apart, and, you lose people, friends, or people you thought were friends, whatever, but you lose people, you lose family members behind this stuff because you are moving into another dimension. You are moving into another place. You are opening up in ways that they don't understand a lot of times. And so that happened to me. It happened. I lost people, I lost friends, people that I thought would always be in my life. They apparently were just in there for a season, and it's okay. It's all right. But when you're going through it, it's really can be hard because you feel so alone and, like, oh my God, what am I doing? Yes, it is. And so, but you kind of just, you get in that space where you just say, okay, all right, this is how this is going. But then you realize as you start going through it, you realize, and it's like, my God, if anybody had told me that life could get as good as it is, that I could be, free to pursue the things that I desire pursuing, and that, everything is always working out for me, even though I did always know that. But it's almost like now I know. Now I don't have any doubts. Before I had doubts. I had doubts. I'm human. I'm positive. I try to speak peace and life and love with people, but I still have my own, I'm still human. And that's the thing. I'm a spirit in a human body, you know. But anyway, I was just saying that, as you start to experience mindfulness and you start to really get back to yourself and really begin to connect to you, oh my God, it is like opening up a new door. Or is to be quite honest, it's like opening a portal to new experiences, a portal to new understanding, a portal to new perspectives. And that is what I see mindfulness is. And I'm super excited to share that with you today so that, you can kind of get an understanding of mindfulness so that when I do the workshop, you'll at least have an idea. But I'm going to open up and I'll probably put out the landing page for the sign up for the workshop series in just a little while, like by the end of this week, because I'll probably create it today or tomorrow or Friday. But I'm going to put that up so that people can start signing up for these workshops. And they're free workshops, because I really want to add value to your life and bring you goodies, is what I like to say. And at the end of each one of these workshops, we're going to do a meditation. So come prepared to do a meditation journey. Um, so if possible, if you come, probably you don't want to be driving, you don't want to be operating heavy machinery, you probably just want to go back and do the replay. So we'll be doing that. So again, thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here and for watching. Those of you that come on and catch the replay, just give me a hashtag replay so that I can honor you for spending your time listening to what I have to say. I just saw 2222, which is one of my numbers, along with 1111, which I saw earlier today. So that was just amazing. I love it. So again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Angie, I appreciate you always and your support. Um, but I am going to pop off here and I will definitely I will definitely see you again tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'll see you on Ebony and Ivory with Megan Marie. I think I'll be on that tomorrow. Other than that, I'm hoping that y'all have a magical day, night, evening, weekend, whatever it is for you, and that all your dreams come true. And if you are a spiritual entrepreneur and you would like to come on my show, Straight Outta Savannah, reach out to me, send me a private message. If you are on Facebook, if you are on YouTube, you can just comment and I can, we can hook up that way and see, or you can go to Facebook or Instagram if you're on there, or even TikTok, and send me a message and let me know that you are interested in coming on the show. And again, this is for spiritual entrepreneurs who are changing the planet. So that is the particular people that I am looking to interview. What was the other thing? Oh, and just be on the lookout for the workshops that are coming up. And I will definitely be back on again. Like I said, I'll be on tomorrow with Megan. And I probably will pop on again myself, maybe Thursday morning, probably, because Thursday is the day that I'm spending with my honey. And I'm so grateful to be able to take that time to do that. Like I'm not working a job that requires me to be, stuck in a building for 8 and 10 and 12 hours and stuff like that. So I'm really grateful. So grateful. So again, Thank you for joining. Have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, night, weekend, whatever it is for you. And I hope that, your day is magical and fun and productive or not. Bye now.